Hey guys, welcome to another video here on my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Lakia and welcome to the Chaotic Critic family. For my returning subscribers, welcome back. Here on my channel, I share planning and organizational videos, plus so much more over on the blog chaoticcritic.com. The link is always in the description box. The whole premise of my channel is to share with you guys how I'm crushing the chaos in my life with hopes that you'll be inspired and encouraged to crush the chaos in yours. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a planner review of Win Planners. Special thanks to Win Planners for sending this to me to share with you guys. As with all reviews here on my channel, all opinions are my own, but if you're unfamiliar with my reviews, I will be going and flipping through the planner cover to cover and giving my pros and cons. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Starting off with the basics, this planner is priced at $33.75. I do have the link to the Win Planners website, but the only place that I've seen where you can shop and order this from is Macy's, so I have the direct link to there as well. They do have a coupon code printed in this book, but it unfortunately does not work on Macy's.com. But the bonus about Macy's is that you can take advantage of the coupon codes that they have on the site and use it. And also when you spend over $35 on Macy's.com, you do get the free shipping. As for the dimensions of this is 8.85 inches by 6.1 inches and it weighs 1.43 pounds. This is in the color brown, obviously, but it's also available in blue, black, and white. It also has two bookmarks at the bottom, and what I love about these bookmarks compared to other ones that I've seen is that these are labeled. So you have important and you have weak. So that's great. Also with other planners, I'm not typically a fan of the bookmarks, but this little addition of it being labeled is a plus. Also in the back, you have a pocket folder. This one is it doesn't have, I've seen other pocket folders that have like fabric or some sort here to make it a little more durable. This is all paper, so I would be careful with that. And on the back of the planner, there is the phrase Dream Plan Win, and then on the front, the logo as well as that phrase again, and Win Planners is etched into that as well. As for the basics of the layout, you do get a monthly, a weekly, some other add-ons, and it is undated. I love undated planners because you don't have to jump and use it, especially now as I am reviewing these planners and sharing them with you guys. I don't feel that I have to just jump into using it. I can either give it away to you guys at a later date, you can gift it at a later date, you can use it whenever you want, but that's the most important thing about an undated planner is that you can pick it up and use it, because as our lives change, our planner preferences change, and we need to make sure our productivity tools coincide with what we have going on in our lives. So while you may start a planner like this or any other planner in January and February, by the summer you may want to try something different. So you still have the flexibility to use it later on, even if you're not using it for a complete year. So let's go ahead and jump into the layout. So when you open the page, it has this here. I just realized the pages are numbered and there's a total of 194 pages. Then it has an introduction page here, a quote, their social media. Then there is this commitment page here. It says, I commit myself to never giving up. This is going to be a special year, a year of accomplishments, growth, learning, and evolving. No matter what happens, I will keep moving forward towards my goals. This is my life, my opportunity, and my responsibility, no one else's. I am going to win. You put your name, signature, date, and then let the journey begin to achieving your next win. Then you have this annual perpetual calendar on 2 pages from 2018 to 2021. Now this is the only thing, if you're using this past 2021, that you'd have to cover this up, but you can easily fix that by taping the pages together. Then there's a space, 2 pages for important dates. So you have 6 spots for each month. You have January through June on one page and July through December on the second. Then there's a how-to on using this planner. So find your why, your yearly goals, your monthly goals, your daily goals and routine. Some more notes, what the icons mean as we get further into the planner. We'll see all that. Then there's cutout papers, and they are located at the end of the planner. You do it monthly, and in the monthly layout, I did see that little icon. So here's the worksheets, the find your why. So you have the explanation here and then space to write it out. Then the SMART goals, which I've seen this in a lot of planners. It's actually one of the things when I was in grad school, was one of the tactics that was always drilled into us. SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And then you have the 5 blocks here for each to correspond with that. Then we get into the layout itself. So we have the month on 2 pages, and this is different than other layouts that I've seen. So you have your monthly goals here, ideas and thoughts, books to read, lectures to watch. Another thing to put here is also podcasts to listen to. Then you have your daily routine in this sidebar: waking time, sleeping time, fitness, relaxation, and 2 other things that you would like to include in your daily routine. One of those could be self-care. And then, as you see here, there's this little flag here, the logo, for you to move to the back of the planner for the cutout pages. It says take your time and plan your days in detail so that you will be dedicated and achieve your next win. There's also space up here for the month and the year. And then it's a Monday start calendar, and Sunday's over here. Again, with the undated, you fill in accordingly. And then it has a quote up here: 2 cups of water during the morning. You will feel happier and more energetic throughout the day. So not really a quote, but just a little positive tidbit. Now, if you have smaller stickers and you're a sticker lover like myself, I would definitely use smaller ones for this. Now, the ideas and thoughts, you could put a larger sticker, such as like a quote sticker. That would work, but I would definitely use mini stickers in this. Then we get into the layout. That's one of the things I already like about this, as my hair is everywhere. But I like that the month and the year, not the month and the year, the month and the weekly layout is together. So with the weekly layout, you have icons at the top, and the icons are, which they were talking about here. So the water reminds you to drink water. This guy reminds you to relax and stay calm. The heart reminds you to stick with your exercise routine. The book reminds you to continuously learn and grow. And then this icon is the cutout paper icon. So up here you have those 4. And as you do it, you can cross it off, highlight it, whatever. And then you have the date. You put in and shade in the day of the week. So this is a stacked hourly, which I have never used before, but you get 8 slots, and you can basically use this a number of ways. You can use it for an abbreviated amount of time for those that are working from home. If there's a certain time frame that you're working, you can also use this for time blocking for those windows. And time blocking is something that I have talked about here on the channel. It's a concept from Jordan Page at FrontCheaperFree.com, but this is a way that you can implement that kind of system into this planner, which would be cool. So that's that. Stacked hourly, never seen it before. So there's an affirmation here: be grateful. And then there's a quote: there is a difference between listening and waiting for your turn to speak. And then at the bottom, there's last week review, and you can rate it out of 5 stars. And then next week's goals. And the monthly has, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5.5. And then at the end, this is the time to summarize your month. Take all the time you need in order to answer it. It's important. So major accomplishments, you have 4 spots for that, as well as 4 spots for challenges. Then over here, another quote, things I can do better, who I am grateful for, a very small note section. And then reward yourself with wins in the last month, you deserve it. And then this is time management and a technique. And you can read about this on the website as well. Then month number 2. And again, this is 4. This one's 5. Okay, so that's 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So you basically get 4.5 weeks. And because it's undated, it would work out. And then again, that same closing. And then at the end, this barely, I don't even know. This is like not very useful, but useful space because it's so small for notes. Then it has wake up early. So that's month 2. Month 3 has, persistence. Month 4 has your time is limited. Then we get into month 5. Which has your age is not a barrier. Month 6. Mindfulness, be present, don't miss a thing. Month 7. Stop being a yes man. Month 8. Frenemies. Month 9. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. Month 10. Point of reference. Month 11. Power of habit. And then month 12 is excuses. And then it gives you a summary. This was the code that I was saying did not work on Macy's.com. And then the summary is a reflection of the year. So you have summary of my year. Did I hit my goals? Did I grow? What did I learn? To whom am I grateful? What can I do better? So similar to the layout of what they had at the end of each month, to just look at it from a bigger perspective. Personal achievements and wins, things to do better next year, wishes to myself for the next year. Great place to either make a list or write a letter to yourself, your future self. Then there are notes and ideas pages, which is nice. I do like that little touch. So you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then here's the cutout papers. And these are goals and dreams. And you cut this out and you put them in places that you can see them. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay. Then the last page here has references. Again, the coupon code, the books that inspired us, and then a little last tidbit. This page here and that about wraps it up for the cover to cover of what is inside of here. As for my pros and cons, I love that this is undated. As I noted, when it's undated, you can pick it up and use it whenever, or if you choose to give this away, as I frequently do with planners that I'm not personally using, this is great because I don't feel like it's going to waste. Also, the layout, I love that the month is with the weeks. Often planners like this, the month is all in one section and then the weeks are separated. I love that this is together. Also, the labeled bookmarks. I love that personal touch. Really, really nice. So you can leave the important one here, or you can put the week one, of course, in the weekly, divided however you want, but I do like that they're labeled. It's like having labels without the labels. This also does not have any tabs. With undated planners, that's typically not the case to put tabs, although there are some brands that do that. But I feel like with this being organized and structured the way that it is, with the month and then the weeks, that it still has some cohesiveness to it that others have not had. Also, I love that there's resources and that not every little tidbit was packed into this. I feel like with some planners, this portion here is usually like so jam-packed with information. It's a lot to take in. So they give you a gist here, but they always direct you back to the website, which is pretty cool to not have it all bulked inside of here, because honestly, if you don't want to read it, you don't have to. And even with something like this, if you wanted more space, there's stickers that you can buy to cover something like this. Just a tidbit for those that just want a little more note space at the end of each month. I also like that there's a few note pages. A few. I wish there would have been more. And that's about it. The weekly layout in general is interesting, but I feel like there's ways that you could work with this, whether you're doing an hourly, how it is here, you put the time, the block schedule method, as I mentioned, which is still another form of an hourly, or you can just forego the time and make a daily checklist of what it is that you need to get done each day. And don't feel like you need to fill in every single time slot or check box if that's the method that you're going with. Just get done what you need to get done. Don't feel pressured. As for the cons of this, I hate the binding. I absolutely hate it. It's like a little frayed at the top here, but also in turning to certain pages, that is what you see. So I wish that that was a little more structured. Even here, I feel like if I were to pull this, that it would come apart from the spine. And it's just, I'm not a fan of the binding, especially in the front. How you have this page, this is just a personal pet peeve of mine. Oh, and that was stuck to the front. Okay, so I just don't like when my notebooks are like this. And honestly, I usually rip them out of my notebook when they're like this. I'm not saying that you should do that, but I'm just saying that's what I do because I just hate it. But if you don't want to have this like this, of course, again, you can always tape it and then put your name in this blank space if that kind of thing bothers you as well. The second thing that I don't really care for is the stacked hourly, but as I mentioned in the pros of this, of what I like about it, there's ways that you can work around it. I'm just more of a vertical person, and if I'm doing an hourly, I'd rather just see it in one long thing. And the third thing is that this is only available on Macy's. I wish it was available elsewhere. I know that's more of a logistic behind the scenes thing, but I wish it was available on like Amazon. But I do think it's cool that you can use Macy's coupons on this product. But that wraps it up for this review. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Special thanks again to Win Planners for sending me this planner for review. I'll have all the information in the description box. Feel free to leave any questions or suggestions you have in the comments section. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know what you thought of the layout, because this is different than other ones that I have reviewed here on the channel. So if you guys have been up to date, which I know a lot of you are, which I appreciate so much, let's chat in the comment section and talk more about the layout, because I think it's pretty interesting. Also, be sure to check out all the links in the description box. As I just mentioned, I'll have the information on win planners as well as other related videos, and of course the links to the blog and Instagram. The blog is chaoticcritic.com. My Instagram is @chaoticcritic. If you're not subscribed to the Chaotic Critic fam, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And for all of you that are, I thank you. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.